Hey, what's up, guys? You're watching the Raw Talk podcast. Just want to say one thing. If the audio is a little glitchy, you can thank Google with that, because Google's been working on their setup. So it could be that's why some of the audio in this podcast was kind of a little glitchy. But thanks for watching another episode of the Raw Talk podcast with Trevor and Nick.
What up, dude? Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Can hear you. So what's up?
Nothing really.
So how was your fishing trip?
That was pretty cool. I mean, we didn't catch anything, but it was pretty fun to be out there by the water and stuff.
Yeah, 'cause I seen you were, or I should say you were fishing.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you see that? I don't know if you've seen that Instagram video I put up.
No, I don't think I have.
Okay, I'll play it. I thought it was funny because guys, I got Beats by Lil Wayne. They're better than the Beats by Dr. Dre. The build quality is plastic. They sound like shit. And there's no bass whatsoever. Because here's the video.
That is fucking awesome, dude. First off, I was watching that whole podcast. Like, I've watched like 15 damn episodes.
Of what?
And of that Runaway Thoughts.
What do you think about it?
I thought it's very fun to watch and actually pretty funny at the same time. Like, but anyway, I was like watching that, and I came up with a couple questions, kind of I guess based off that, but they were talking about would you date a stripper?
Would I date a stripper?
Yeah, I mean, like, let's just say you met somebody, you were starting to like them and everything, like, you met them away from the strip club, and then they tell you...
So basically you didn't know they were a stripper?
Yeah, you didn't know, and now they told you they're a stripper.
I mean, that would be a hard thing to do, though. Because if you're already been dating them, let's say a week, or let's say a month, you're already committed into the relationship, but would you really want your girlfriend to be taking her clothes off for other guys, even though she's not interested in them, she's just doing it for the money?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you are like a jealous type of person at all, like if you don't like your girl on other dudes, that will not work. But I mean, for me, I don't know, like, because
I've never been in that situation where I dated a girl that was like a stripper or something, so I don't know, just put it this way, if you were ever dating a girl and you have guys walk by and they stare at your girl, aren't you going to get kind of like pissed off, like, why are you staring at my chick?
Yeah, exactly, so it's that.
Just imagine, because that's a very tough question, dude, because if you don't know she's a stripper before you start dating her, and then you date her and you've been with her for like a month, then I can see you date her, but what are you going to do, break up with her just because of her job? I guess I would technically, I don't know, I couldn't see my girlfriend be stripping for other guys. I don't want to see my girlfriend taking their clothes off just for money and for other guys to see. Nah, I couldn't do it. The earthquake in Chile?
Yeah.
I seen that, and then there was 2 earthquakes in California.
Yeah, there was a couple earthquakes in California.
And I think it was funny because there's a video on YouTube, and it shows like the news news team.
I've seen
I'm like, if you've never been in an earthquake, you might think it's funny. The best thing to do is jump under a table because you don't want the building falling on you.
Yeah, I've been in one earthquake.
I've been in one earthquake. Because I definitely remember the earthquake. I was sitting there playing the PS1, and my bed started vibrating, and I was like, what the hell is this? And at first it stopped, and I didn't really think anything of it, and then it started shaking a lot. And then I went outside, and my neighbor was like, damn, we just had an earthquake. It was only probably like a 3.1 earthquake or something, which isn't a lot. But when it's an earthquake, 30 seconds can feel like an hour. This shit was crazy. They ain't fun, that's for sure.
Yeah, ours, I remember it just lasts like a pretty long time. I don't know, like 30 seconds or something. But like
yeah, but 30 seconds in an earthquake feels like 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. But like all the pictures were falling off the walls, like the house was shaking. And we were like, what the fuck?
And it's like people always say earthquakes happen all the time. Like, no, it's just like in Florida. People always complain, you get hurricanes. Yeah, not every year, not all the time. Especially where I live, I don't get hurricanes where I live.
And it's not guaranteed to even hit us if we.
If you're in Miami or something, yeah, you're guaranteed to get a hurricane. Or if you're in Key West or something, yeah, you're more guaranteed to get them compared to like Gainesville or northern Florida.
Yeah, northern Florida doesn't really get affected by it.
Yeah, where I live, I don't even have to worry about it. So, for the viewers, make it or break it. And the question is, would you date somebody or would you break up with them if you found out that they killed somebody in the past, but it was all based around self-defense, knowing you already started liking her?
Yeah, okay, so you already like her, and then she said she
said, yeah, I killed somebody, but it was due to self-defense. Like, someone was trying to, like, mug her at the ATM, and she fought back and had to kill the guy.
Man, I don't know, because, like, the thought would always go through my head every time we get into a fight. Like, okay, this chick knows how to kill. Like...
I mean, what happens if she was just, like, they were mugging her and she just happened to pull out like a gun or something and shot him? Because you know people in Florida could carry guns.
Yeah, well, I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know if what she's telling me is the real truth.
But what if it was the truth?
I would still probably break it off.
No, I don't think I'd break it off, because if in reality, if it was her life or the guy's life, I would say she did it all in self-defense. It'd be like me at the ATM machine and some dude comes up to me and tries to rip off money. I'm going to fight back, because I'm not going to let somebody jack me for my wallet or my cell phone or anything like that. So I think I would stay with the person, but there's always that mindset, well, if I get in a fight with her, maybe she might beat my ass. I don't know, I mean, but if you've already been dating her and you're already, like, committed... But if it's like the very first date or something, hey, I just want to let you know I killed somebody. I'm like, what? Wait, what?
I know, right?
I think I would be...
Well, I mean, I guess I might if, like, it's been proven that it was self-defense. I mean,
what happens that's all it was? She was at, like, the ATM, and then some guy came up to, like, steal her purse or something, and she fought back.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really hate on someone for defending their own life. I mean, you have to do what you have to do. Like,
if someone broke in my house and they were, like, trying to kill me or something, yeah, I'll use the weapon.
Hell yeah.
Hit him in the head with a frying pan.
Another question, I guess, and that is, if there was one piece of technology that doesn't exist yet that you could have, what would it be?
That doesn't exist yet? Well, if there was a piece of technology that does exist, honestly, I would probably have to pick a 3D printer, and the reason why I think 3D printers are the coolest thing, a guy actually made a 3D gun where he shot legit 1 or 2 bullets off this plastic gun. It didn't even look like a real gun, and there was a video I could link in the description box or above my head if you guys want to check it out. A dude made a real-life snowboard off a 3D printer, and he actually went and snowboarded on it. And yes, the snowboard at the end of the day wasn't in the best shape, but he proved that you can print out anything. I've heard medical people are printing out like medical pieces that are put on people's heads for like surgery. 3D printers are crazy. If you've never ever seen what a 3D printer is, I recommend you guys checking out. They're crazy. People are printing out anything. Like, people are printing out like like tripod pieces. It's just ridiculous. But I'd probably have to pick a 3D printer,
Wow.
and it
See,
works.
that's just crazy.
And even medical people are like printing out like plastic pieces that they can put on like your head or your brain for surgery.
Yeah.
But yeah, a guy made, I don't know if the video's still up, but you could type in 3D printer gun, and the dude actually made it where he could shoot 2 or 3 guns, and the government shut him down
No, I
because
bet.
he was be able to, he can go through like security at the airport, and his gun wasn't being detected because it was plastic.
Oh, that's scary.
But yeah, he made it. But there is a video of them making a snowboard, and it worked.
Yeah.
What would you pick if you had to pick a piece of technology that does exist?
All right. Well, first off, I think I don't know. I just think like a time machine would be sweet if they could actually invent it. I doubt it. I think it's just literally impossible to make a time machine, no matter how advanced you want to get. But I just think that if it were to exist, it'd be freaking sweet,
I've
sweet.
always heard if you go back in time and stuff, I've always heard if it's possible and you do anything, you can fuck up history for life.
Exactly.
Like,
That's what
let's say
I'm.
you go back there and, I don't know, you go back to the caveman days and you beat some caveman up, then that could have changed the fact that in 2014 you never existed.
Or what you can do is you can call yourself a new rap name and you take all of Eminem's lyrics before he exists,
I
and you'll
mean,
get big.
I think most people really go back in time and be like, hey, I know all the Super Bowls that are going to win. I know all the MMA fights that are going to win. And you
Yeah,
bet on all those fights, and then you massively get massive money, and they're not going to know, how the hell is Nick knowing Mike Tyson's going to win this? Or you can make all these Eminem albums, and then people are like, damn, this dude's good. And when Eminem comes out, they're like, you're trying to be this other dude.
I know they would. That's exactly what they would. They'd be
But I
like,
don't think
Eminem.
time machines would. I don't think that well, maybe in my lifetime. I don't think in my lifetime that shit will ever
Yeah.
happen.
I mean, I remember when I was a kid, we all thought, by like 2014, we'd be driving cars.
I thought you'd
Like,
have flying. You thought like because when you watch
I,
Back to the Future, they showed flying cars, and
yeah,
you don't have that shit.
I know.
The closest thing we have, I don't know if you ever heard of it. Google has a car that drives itself.
That's kind of weird, man.
Because it runs off of Google Maps, so you can type in your. It's funny. They said the only time the car's ever crashed is when a human being actually took over the car and drove. But they're driving. I think they're like Toyota Priuses, and they're using them with GPS. So you could GPS it from like your house to Gainesville. It'll drive you right there. To me, that's scary as shit. Sitting in a car where it's driving itself.
That is scary. I mean, how reliable, really.
Well, they say the sensors have it where it slows down at a stoplight. It slows down when there's cars in front of you. It parallel parks for you.
Yeah. Well, that's all good. But I've used Google Maps before, and sometimes it's taken me to the wrong area. Like out in the ghetto. Like, what the hell?
I mean, yeah, but a car that drives itself, that
Well, if it's following Google Maps, it's gonna take you straight to where it took me.
I don't know. They say it's accurate, but they're only in California, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what would have happened if you did get into like a car wreck and oh, I wasn't driving it, like
I mean, they would still
I know,
blame it
but
on you.
like it wouldn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, but they have them. They're what are they called? Let's see. What is it? Google car or something? Yeah. Watch. Load it up. Let me see if I can do this.
Boom, 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 boom,
See,
boom.
that's ridiculous. A Google driving car. No, I don't know, man. I'd be kind of paranoid to actually even be behind the wheel of a car that's driving itself, because you never know, because technology is great and all, but look at it this way. You could be cruising with your music just bumping and thumping that beat that you want to be listening to, like the hot shit that's out, and you're just rocking out, and then the car hits somebody, and you're like, I wasn't even driving, lady. The person you hit, are they really going to believe that you come out of the car and they're like, why did you hit me? Oh no, it was the GPS hit you, or it was the car that did it. No, I wouldn't feel safe in a Google car. I think it's a cool concept. Maybe 50 years from now, we might have Google cars driving around, people driving themselves, but no, I don't think it would be practical. That's why you don't see it being mainstream. You don't see the news talking about it, because who wants to drive in a Google car that drives itself? To me, it's a cool concept that you can just sit back, listen to your music, or read the newspaper, or read that book. But nah, man, I don't think I would be interested in it, honestly. Maybe if I was really in one and somebody from Google actually wanted to sponsor the video by taking me in their Google car and show me how legit it is, and that's cool. But I've never been in one, so I gotta say no. Car in front of me.
I know, like, oh shit.
But it has backup cameras. It has cameras on the front, so it supposedly knows when to slow down. I know there's, what is it? Ford has a car that parallel parks for you. What was your first experience of ever getting high, and what was the reason why you tried weed in the first place?
All right, well, no, like at the time, I was turning down weed left and right. Like I didn't want anything to do with it, right? And I went to Massachusetts with a friend of mine, and then she took me to this like dealer's house, and I had not planned on smoking any still, but then everyone started smoking, so then I said fuck it. That was my first time.
So is it like a peer pressure thing? Like you thought if everybody else was doing it, you didn't do it, people would be like, you ain't cool.
No, I really wasn't pressured at all. I mean, they were like, "Do you want some?" And I was like, "You know what? Fuck it." I was just trying to like see what it was like, because so many people talk about it, but yeah, you don't know what it's like. So that's kind of what it was about.
Cause I know a lot of people, if you're at a party and they go, you want to smoke? You're like, no. Then they'll keep, come on, dude, come on, smoke, come on, why not?
Yeah.
What, it's not good for you? It's like some people would rather just drink a beer over smoking, or some people just go to parties just to go hang out. You're an idiot if you get peer pressured into doing something you don't want to do. They don't go to get drunk or fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes being around a lot of people can be some fun, so.
Yeah, but some people their main intentions, they go to the party just to get, like, trashed, where they just don't remember the next day. They're like, I got so high and I got so drunk. How was the party? I don't remember. That's not my intention. I go to, if I go to bars or something, I go to hang out. Like, I don't go intentionally just to go get, trashed, where I'm like, oh, I have to carry this dude out because he drank too much.
Yeah. Well, since we're talking about weed, well, we were, well, basically, we're talking about getting high. This is kind of similar to the stripper question, but would you date someone who ended up being a stoner?
Would I date someone who's a stoner? Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with people smoking weed.
So you would be okay with?
I would be okay with it. Like, I mean, if they're constantly, if they were one of those people that were they wake up, they have to smoke, they go to bed, they have to smoke constantly, then maybe not. But if they're one of those people every so often they'll light up and just do it just to relax or hang out, then that's fine. But not somebody who's kind of addicted to it.
Okay, well, I mean, obviously the question is kind of not suitable for me because I smoke, so I would be a hypocrite if I said no.
Could you date a chick who gets tore up from the floor up by drinking some whiskey?
Well, it's kind of like the same situation, just different way. Like, if they were a heavy drinker, they had to get drunk to have fun, then No, probably not.
I'll tell you cats this. When I was in college, I used to go every like Thursday and Friday and go walk around downtown. We would have a couple beers and we would walk around downtown. And I'll say where I lived. I lived in Chico, California, which is one of the most predictable college towns. It's like Gainesville, but this is one of the biggest college towns known for partying. It's like on the Playboy's like top 5 party towns. You go downtown and there's a street. I don't remember what the street name is, but it's right by the university, and everybody from house to house is bumping music and throwing down beers, and they even have cops on horses. And in that town, people walk, or they have like these taxis that they're bike taxis. You can get a ride home for free because you get so tore up. I remember my friend going into a house after we got done from a bar, and he went in there, and let's say this is a drink, and he's like, oh, it's clear. He pounded it thinking it was vodka, and found out it was alcohol. It wasn't alcohol. It was like that gasoline stuff you put in lanterns, and he drank it. And then we went to Subway around 2 in the morning, and he was throwing up. I'm like, dude, what did you drink? You didn't really drink at the bar. You had a few cocktails at the bar. You didn't throw anything back. But I'd rather just chill at a bar or at a friend's house, drinking a few beers, watching a football game, or just chilling and talking. That's just the way I am, man.
Yeah. I was just never really into like going out and getting fucked up.
I don't mind going to like a regular bar where you just have maybe you just go out and get like, even if it's like a Long Island iced tea or something, and you just hang out with your friends and you just hang out and chill, or you can even go like watch a football game and then have a few beers.
I know what you're talking about. Like, some people are like, what do you mean only 2 beers?
I know some people, and you're like, you want to go to the bar and you have like maybe 3 beers, and you're like, I'm done. They're like, what? You're not drunk yet? Well, I don't want to get drunk.
Yeah.
I just go to hang out. I just don't go to get trashed. But I know I could see why people, they're like, well, I'm stressed out from work or something, so they go to the bar and they spend like $50 getting trashed.
You see, with me, I would much rather get baked as hell than drunk as hell. Yeah, well, I guess it kind of depends. For example, if someone smokes a joint with me and I'm like out and about, like doing whatever, I'm down for anything at that moment. But like, if we were just sitting in my house smoking it up, then I probably wouldn't want to do anything.
So why do you think weed will ever be okay to smoke anywhere and everywhere? Like,
in the world or United States?
No, I'm talking about, I'm just talking about anywhere in the world. Like, it's okay to smoke cigarettes even though they know it kills people. Yeah. It's okay to go to the store and buy 100 proof alcohol, but it's not okay to smoke 1 joint.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of other benefits that they would get with weed, not just people smoking it, but like for all sorts of medicines and whatnot. But do I think it will be legal everywhere in the world at some point? Probably, but I'm not sure I'll be alive for it.
I just don't know why it's illegal. I really don't. It's not as bad as people say it is. They try to say, oh, well, it's addictive, you could die. They always say it's a gateway drug. They say if you smoke that, you're going to want to get crack, and then you want to get cocaine. And everybody I
disagree with you.
And everybody I know who smokes, they're like, no, I don't want cocaine or any other drugs.
Yeah, alright. I've been smoking weed probably since I was 18, 19, and I have never, not one time, thought, if weed is like this, then, cocaine is probably...
Have you ever had a Budweiser and was like, oh, I can get drunk off this, but I want Jack Daniels because it can get me ripped faster? No, the average person doesn't think that way. At least I don't. Want beer, but then they'll be like, I want vodka or I want rum. And then they're always like, well, I need to put like a chaser in it, or they need a mixed drink. Okay, if you made it this far into the podcast, I gotta ask you girls something. Why do you girls always say you want vodka or you want coconut rum, right? But then you have to have a chaser with it. But when I drink a beer, I'm not chasing nothing. Is it because the actual liquor itself tastes like shit? Because honestly, if I go right now and took a shot of Jack Daniels, I'm not gonna swig it back and be like, damn, that tastes good. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, wow, that's a strong drink. Last year on St. Patrick's Day, I had one of those jungle juices at one of the bars down in Jacksonville Beach. Oh my god, that shit was delicious, but it really got me messed up a little bit, a little tipsy. They were selling them for like $3 a little cup, and I was like, damn, this shit's getting me a little drunk. I don't know what was in it, but it was stronger than shit though.
Man. Yeah, in Las Vegas they sell these huge things. They're like
Those plastic cups?
Yeah.
They're like that, right? They're like this.
Yeah.
I've seen those.
Those things are pretty effing good, and they fuck you up real quick.
I've never had one. If I ever go to Vegas, I want to try one.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Or you can get, what do they call it, a fish bowl. It looks exactly like a fish bowl, and they fill it up with hard-ass alcohol. You can get tore up quick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can.
If you want to get if you want to get drunk quick, just go to a bar and get a Long Island iced tea. They're cheap, and they'll fuck you up.
Mhm.
They're $4 or something, and they're pretty much nothing but alcohol with a little bit of Coke, a little bit of like soda inside.
Oh yeah, and they mess you up.
So I remember going to my friend's 21st birthday, right? And this is the first time I ever had a Long Island iced tea. And the funny thing is, because I already bought beer at his house, and I already had like a beer or two at his house, and we went to the bar, and I was like, man, I'm broke. So my friend was in the mood. You know, when you're in the mood, you just want to get everybody happy and get everybody drunk. And I didn't even know of any mixed drinks. I was like margaritas, but I was like, at a bar? Okay, I'll get a Long Island iced tea. And the dude actually told me it would get me really drunk really quickly. And I was like, off of one drink, okay. I've always heard Long Island iced teas are strong. And when I took my first hit off, because they gave me a little straw to drink out of, and I was like, damn, that is strong. But I enjoyed it because I sat and I was hanging out with some friends, and they're bumping some music. So it's a cool atmosphere to go to a little bar that plays a lot of bumping music, and you can just chill out with friends. That's what I like to do. I'm not like a club person, period. What would you do for $1 billion? And the consequences is you had to have your wife killed to get $1 billion. And they don't just shoot her, they hack her up.
Oh shit. Well then in that case, I guess I'll choose my wife. I mean, that's some cold-blooded shit.
I mean, you know how many people would really be like, fuck my wife,
there are a lot of people that would do that, actually.
But if it really came down to it, like, in person, someone had, like, a chainsaw ready to cut your wife, you'd be like, fuck that, give me, I'm not killing my wife.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I seen that, little video you sent me, that, the one of Chucky.
Yeah.
Would you run?
Dude, there's a lot of people that I'd be like, oh, I wouldn't run. Don't lie, man. You would run like hell just like I would.
Would you run if that Jason character was chasing you with a chainsaw, like on that video?
Oh, dude, I would be gone. I would run so fast. I mean, just think about it. You're sitting there and some dude comes out wearing a Jason mask and a chainsaw, starts running after you. I'd be out of there.
I mean, I know it was all set up. I mean, I don't think he was really going to do nothing.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
Yeah, he just comes running out of nowhere.
Around like, oh shit.
And it's like, if it is real, then you just sat there and let yourself get chawed up.
Yeah, but wouldn't you be able to see the video cams and stuff?
I mean, obviously not, because they were...
Yeah, but just imagine you go to the gas station, right when you come out, some dude's behind there with a chainsaw chasing you. You're not going to be like, where's the cameras? Where's the
Yeah,
camera?
I know. You're gonna run like hell.
Not this week, but the next week, I'm gonna be uploading a video of me going ziplining, which is gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, that is gonna be pretty cool.
I'm trying to. I'm thinking, because I have the money. I'm thinking about really getting like a GoPro just to take with me, because I don't want to take a regular camera and
No.
do that.
Yeah, I mean, if you got the money for that shit, I
There's
go
either a
buy it.
GoPro, there's a GoPro, or there's a Sony version. With that being said, we're gonna talk to you guys next time, because it's about 50 minutes now.
All right, check me out on YouTube, youtube.com/TheNDFX.
All right, peace.
Peace out.